Hi, all, let's start. Today we'll see another server known as TomCat, guys. So let's see what is TomCat. So guys, let's see about TomCat. Right? Say TomCat is a open source, is a Java-based application, right? So let me put. First of all, guys, let's before discuss TomCat, let's discuss these things. The web servers and app servers. Like, say we have two kind of application servers. Say one is web servers. Other one guys app servers. Let me put some examples for web servers and app servers. Say Apache HTTP server, Nginx, Oracle iPlanet, say AAS server. Say IHS server. So these are come under web servers. Okay, let's discuss about app servers. Say TomCat is come under app servers. Say JBoss. Wildfly. So these are the app servers. Right? Now see guys. Say app servers example. Right? Say web servers. Let me put like this. Say web servers guys. We can put static content. Like say static content means HTML, CSS, and some images, right? Those things. Say static content. Say HTML, CSS, images, those things. Web servers. Say app servers, guys. Say we can deploy the business logic, right? Say business logic. Say we can deploy a backend code. say backend code, static, say some not static WAR files, EAR files. Right? Say guys, this WAR files and EAR file are prepared by programmers. Guys. Okay. Say it's a Java-based artifact. Say we call artifact. Say WAR file EAR. Right? Say if you want to deploy WAR file, you can deploy TomCat server, TomCat app server, right? WAR file. Say EAR is bit advanced into enterprise, so we go with the JBoss, right? Say if you want to deploy EAR file, then choose JBoss server, right? Or configure JBoss server and deploy EAR file. Both are Java-based applications, right? Right. So guys, now you got the difference between the app servers and the web servers, app servers and the web servers. Right. Here we have the content like HTML, CSS images. Right. Here we are going to deploy the business logic, some sort of programming, coding. Right. Say we deploy the WAR file, EAR file. This WAR file and EAR file known as artifact, right? Java-based artifact, right? Say if you want to deploy a .NET and all, go for ASL, right? Right? Say if you want to deploy Java-based artifact, you go with the TomCat server or JBoss server, right? Yeah. So, is any questions on this so far? These things prepared by the program WAR files. Now you see here, guys. Let me show one WAR file. Now you see here, guys, is the WAR files, Java web app WAR file. Now you may ask the question, then what is WAR file? Right? Isn't it? So WAR file is something like this. Right. So WAR file, guys, we have Java code is there, the classes and all, and we have web content is there, right? And we have some temporary files, like WAR files. Okay. So it's a kind of exe file. Only observers would understand this WAR file, WAR file or EAR, right? We can open the WAR file. Now you see here, guys, is a WAR file. Say if you open what will happen, guys? Say let me. Now you see here, guys. Let me open WAR file, guys. It's something like this, right? You couldn't read these things, right? Only observers can open the particular WAR file, right? Say observers like TomCat or JBoss, Wildfly, right? Okay, these people can read. There's a question here. Harsha, yes. If we take some platform independent language like .NET Core, can we deploy on any app server such as? I'm not quite sure about .NET Core, Harsha. Anyway, I'll check this one and let you know, right? Your question is about .NET Core. Wait. Let me put this question. Anyway, I'll check and I'll come back to you, right? Anyway, I'll check this about .NET Core, right? Not quite sure. Let give me one day. I'll update about these things. Can you have a quick try on this one? Can we deploy? Okay. Yes. So .NET Core we can deploy using Apache server. Install and configure Apache server, so you can have all required. But you are doing install the some sort of DLL file as well, right? Say. Yes, we can deploy these things in Apache server, right? So here, guys. So .NET Core uses this one, Apache server, right? Here you have the Apache modules and all, right? Then you can start the .NET Core these things, right? So it needs Apache, right? Not TomCat or these whatever JBoss. I'm not quite sure about JBoss, but we can go with TomCat. We need the Apache server, right? For .NET Core, right? Right. So So guys, see this these things, what they call web server. Web server. So we use Apache, we use Nginx. We can use these web servers for load balancing purposes. Right? There's a concept known as load balance. Load balance. Okay. You can use these for load balancing. Load balancing means something like this. Now you see here is a web server is here. Say for example, Nginx or Apache, right? Say let me put Nginx, right? And here we have app servers. Say what are the app servers? TomCat. We can put. You can deploy JBoss, right? Likewise, you have app servers. It's a web server, right? So you can load balance the traffic. So it may be the TomCat server. It may be the JBoss. Say it may be the Wildfly. Sorry, Wildfly. Right? App servers. We can load balance. Say when the traffic comes, we can load balance the traffic. So it has different IP addresses. IP1. Right? Likewise, IP3. We can load balance the traffic. Right? We can load balance using web servers, right? Right, something like this. Now you have web servers are separate, app servers are separate. Say if you want, guys, you can install both in one server, right? So that also possible, guys. Web server plus app server. It's also possible, right? Right. So here, so if it is a web server, we are going to deploy your application, guys. Say let me put the website deployment, not application, website deployment, guys. A website deploy. Say it is an Apache server. So you deploy to var www HTML. Okay. Nginx. Nginx, guys, I let you know I'm not quite sure the location, right? Okay. These are the location where we are deploying the applications, right? Now, guys, we will discuss about this app server, guys. TomCat, guys. Okay. TomCat. Say, let me put a definition. Say, TomCat is an open source Java-based web application service. Then only you can deploy the Java coding, some web content, blah blah things. Say, if you want to install TomCat, you need Java first. On top of Java, you can install TomCat. Right? Without Java, it won't work out. Right? Say, guys, if you want to install TomCat, right? Say you need Java 1.8 or 8, right? That is a minimum requirement. First of all, install Java, then install TomCat, right? Say, guys, one more thing. Say, who is the vendor of TomCat? I forgot to tell. Who is the vendor of TomCat? TomCat vendors. Apache is a TomCat vendor. Right? Who is the vendor of JBoss? Red Hat, guys. Say Red Hat is a vendor, guys. Right? And these days, IBM acquired Red Hat, guys, as I know. Right? IBM acquired Red Hat, guys. Huh? Secured by IBM. Right, so we'll come here. So here, at TomCat, we are going to deploy WAR files. WAR file. It's a kind of exe file. We can open, only observers can open this content. Right? Right. Say if you want to install TomCat, 1 GB RAM is enough to install TomCat, guys. Right? So better, we can go with T2 micro also. So if you go for Amazon to deploy TomCat, T2 micro hardware is enough, right? To install TomCat, right? Right. So we can install this. Right? Now you see here. So let's see the TomCat directory structure, right? So, same Linux guys, we have directory structures. Say etc is there, var is there, home is there, root is there. Okay. Likewise, TomCat also come with a directory structure. let's learn the directory structure of TomCat. So here, guys, say we have like this. Say we have bin directories there or bin fold. Right? Say we have config there, right? The configuration files are come under here, right? Say let me put configuration files. Configuration. Say bin. So we have all the commands and all this. All the commands. So likewise, we have logs files. So log files also here. Here we can get the application logs, right? We'll see those logs, right? Say then we have web app, guys. Right? The application file. Here we are going to deploy the WAR files, guys. The .war files, the program content, right? So in Apache, we deploy this web content inside var wwhm. Likewise, here we have web app folder, right? Directly. Right? Here we are going to deploy the war file, right? And we have here there's temp is there. So temp means temporary files. It's explain itself, right? So temporary files. And guys, here there's a folder called work directory, right? Now see, guys, in the bin directory, we have couple of commands. Now let's see what are the commands we have. Right? So here bin, so binaries, binary files. Say we have shutdown.sh. Shell script, guys, command. These things can run. Right? Startup.sh. Shell script, sh shell script. So here we have shutdown.bat. Say bat file. Say Windows, you know. Say we here we have a Catalina.out file. .sh. Likewise, we have number of shell script. Okay, so we can run these things. Right? So if you want to start TomCat, what you can do is // start. You can start TomCat. If you want to shut down TomCat, shutdown.sh, right? Something like this, right? This is the directory structure, guys. Right? TomCat directory structure. Now see guys, let's see the demonstration. We'll install TomCat server. Right? It's a manual installation, guys. Later we automate these things. Okay. Right. Now guys, let me show you. There's a question here. Why? Yes, the same files. So this is for the Windows files, bat files. Say, this is for Linux. Say shutdown.bat, shutdown.sh. Sorry, shutdown.sh, shutdown. This is for Linux files. This is for Windows, bat files. This is for sh, shell script. This is for Linux. This for Windows. Same file, different extension. Right? If you want to go for Linux, use this one. If you want to go for Windows, use bat files. That's what we have, two different extensions, right? So that is your question, that's yes, Linux and Windows. That is the reason. So guys, I have these things. I have prepared something for you guys. Right? So if you have time, right? So try to answer these questions. It's really helpful for you guys. Right? And this is the TomCat real-time issues and all, right? You can go follow these things. I have put some issues, right? And this is the tut, right? Here I have put the installation and all. You see the screenshot here, right? So refer the directory structure. So it uses to 8080 ports, right? You can install these things in Linux and Windows as right? So we will quickly see the installation, right? So guys, let me get one server here. See, let me go for this one, guys. This one is a bit high-end server, but this one is enough price. You can go with T2 mic, right? So a bit speedy access. Let me go for this one. 2 virtual CPU and 4 GB bytes RAM size, right? We can go maximum 30. So let's wait some time. So then we will go with this server demo template, TomCat. The server is ready right now. Right? It's a new machine. Easy to use is a Linux one, right? Then we go with easy to use. Normally, guys, better to use this prompt. Either go for admin prompt, go for this prompt. Right? Let me update the server first. Right? First, update the server. say guys, once you update the server, firstly install Java, right? So let me, so you can use the Red Hat website. You can see the steps here, right? So how to install Java. So what you can do is just copy and paste this. And you can check the version like this, right? You have to install 1.8 or more than 1.8 version, right? So these are the steps to install Java, guys, right? So once this completed, then we will install Java first, right? So wait some time, guys. Right? Now we have upgraded. So then guys, so what you can do is just install Java, guys, using this website. Selected sites. Right? So then let's check the Java version. To see this the version. So we install this version, right? Anyway, let me log in as admin, guys, better, right? So I am here in this location, right? So now we got to install Java. Now let's install TomCat class, right? So you just get the TomCat source code. So guys, see, Apache is a vendor, guys. TomCat vendor. Say it's a Apache TomCat site. Say let me go with 9. You can go for 10, whatever version, right? Say let me go with 9. Just choose the version here. Now you see these things. Here you have binary distribution, guys. Here you have the source code distribution, guys. Say, what is this binary distribution and source code distribution? So source code distribution means, say, if you would like to modify the feature of TomCat, then go for this one, guys. You just get the source code and put your code and modify the particular feature. If you just want to install TomCat, then go for one of these things. Right? These things. Right? It's a binary files. It's a installation files. It's a source code distribution. If you want to modify any features, go for this. So let me download zip file. Is very easy. Right? Just right click here, copy a link address like this one. Okay. Say go to your server, then type wget something like this. Just download these things to your server. Just enter. It's saying command not found. Okay. So then install wget. Okay, then download this one. So LSNC guys. Now we have download this one. So we need to unzip this one. Say let me install unzip also. LSNC. Say let me unzip this one. Now we have unzip these ones. So let me copy these things to OPT folder, guys, operational folder. Say what's wrong, guys? We can copy. So we need to use -R recursive all the files, Then go to OPT folders. So here we have copy cuts. So first of all, let me change the name, guys. Say name is something like this. Let me change the name of the particular folder. Say let me put like this, guys. Right? Something like this. Put a nice name, something like this. Apache TomCat or something like that. Here it comes with some numbers. So that's what I changed like this, right? If you want, you can keep like this as well. It's also fine, right? So now, guys, let's access the TomCat folder. CD LSNC. Here you have the folders, guys. You see the folder structure. So we learned this folder structure, guys, isn't it? The bin folder we learned, conf we learned, lib we learned, lock we learned, temporary file, work file. You see the work, you see the structure, guys. Okay. Say what is inside bin, guys? We have all the binary, say CD bin and C. Here you see the bat file and set file. The same name comes here. Let's say shutdown.sh, shutdown.bat. This is for Windows and Linux. So these files should run, guys. Okay. So here we are going to use sh, shell script. All the shell script in Linux end up with .sh, isn't it? Right? Now, guys, this shell script should run. Unfortunately, this shell script doesn't have any permission to run. We need to make these files run, guys. So what we can do is change the permission. Chmod u plus executable permission run. Right? Give executable permission for which files? All the shell script. Right? Enter, guys, ls and c. Now see the color. The files which comes with green in color should run, guys. Should run. Okay. Say if you want to start the TomCat, then what is the command to start the TomCat? Say shutdown. Let me access these things from outside. What is the default port to access? (8080), isn't it? We can change the port later. Now let's access TomCat and see, guys. Say let me use the public IP address. Use public IP to access the particular server, right? (8080) is a port number. Unfortunately, this site cannot be reached, guys. Say what is the reason, guys? What is the reason? We need to start TomCat, guys. Then only we can access TomCat, isn't it? So what you can do is go here. So let me start TomCat. Startup.sh. Right? Enter and see, guys. Now you see here TomCat started. Let me confirm. Let's see whether it works or not. Now check. Now it works, guys. We all can access. You all can access. Now you see here. Let me share these things. Let's have a try on this, guys. Whether we all can access. I have shared the URL. So this is the TomCat default page. Here we can deploy the applications, web applications, very important. A web application, right? All can access this site, guys. Now we all can access this site, guys, isn't it? So meantime, you can see the documentation page, wiki, right? So you get some help, right? Right. Now, guys, here you see something like this: a server status. Now you can see the server status is something like this: access denied. Now see manage app. You see the app. We can manage applications. So you say access is denied. Host manager, guys. Something like this. So all these access are denied. Right? There's a question here. Okay, so how do we access logs, isn't it? Right. So if you want to access logs, guys, so what we can do is go here, go to TomCat here, LSNC. Here you see the log folder is there, guys. CD logs, LSNC. Here you see the logs file, guys. Catalina.out file, something like this, guys. Local host access log. You see the logs here, guys. If we deploy application, we can see the application logs as well. Here we get only the server logs, right? And we will see these logs and all, right? Say if you want to deploy the application, go to this folder and deploy the WAR files, special. Here we have the configuration files. Say if you want to change the server port and any configuration, go here and change the configuration. Here we have commands, configuration files, library files, log files, temporary files, web app, and some work files, work folder. So it's the directory structure we learn, right? Right. So for any questions? Now let's see, guys. See, let me show you something. So let's, if you want to deploy the application, guys, you need to go for this one, guys. Manage app. Unfortunately, this won't work out. Say it's complaining something, guys. Say by default, the manager is only accessible from browser running on the same machine as TomCat. If we should modify this restriction, you will need to edit manager conditions. So TomCat is running in different server, guys. So it is running on cloud. I am accessing these things TomCat via my computer, guys. That's what is complaining, guys. The TomCat listen 127 IP address, guys. Say if you install TomCat in local computer, then it works. The reason is it listens 127.001 loopback IP address. That is the reason. We need to disable that one, right? Something like this. Say if you modify the restriction, you need to edit managers context.txt file, right? Let's access this file, guys, and just have a modification on this file, right? Now what you can do is, so let me access, so give me a second, let me check. says now you see guys, something is connected to this one, right? Uh, say manager, right? So you see here guys, say manager, let me access the manager guys. So then let me access this one. Say context.xml is there as XML file. So it's complaining of something about the XML file, right? The context.xml file. So let me open this file. This is X file, guys. So here, come down and let. So guys, give me a second. Let me check where the line is located. Now you see, guys, 127 something is there. This is the right line, right? So what I can do is, so let me comment this line. In XML, this is a way to comment a line, right? So let me comment like this, right? Say these things. So PWD, you see the location. This is the location, guys. Right? Where we modify context.text this one. Right? Context.xml. Right? You see the location. We have commented the particular line. Now let me access these things. Say manager app. So now you ask the username and password. So we need to configure the username and password. We need to configure username and password. Now let's see, guys. Yeah, we need to configure username and password. Go to this folder, guys, configuration folder. There you see TomCat users XML, there configure username and password, right? Now you see here, guys, here these lines are commented. This is the place need to configure username and password, right? So what I can do is let me copy this line, one of the line, paste it over here. Say username, say let me put the username as you can configure any name. Say password. Password or something. Say role. So we need to assign a role to the particular user. Say what are the roles? So let's put the role like this. So the roles are something like this. The user NetXperts able to manage, and he is a admin guys, right? So we assign two roles. Say something like this. Now you see here. So we created a user. Then we have assigned two roles guys. Say what are the roles we assign? Something like this. Okay. A particular user perform these roles, right? He can manage the particular server, and he is admin, right? Say manage GUI means he can stop the server, start the server, deploy the particular WAR file, something like that. Say so manages the a TomCat server. So stop, start, deploy, something like this. Okay. Now you see here, guys. So here we define something like this. The username, password, and roles also we have defined. Right? Save this. Now you see here. Let me access TomCat again. Manage app. So it says username and password. Let me type express password. Right. say sign in. Now I can able to access the app managers, web application manager. Now you see here guys, he can stop, reload, deploy, blah blah. He can manage the particular application. Right? Now you see here guys something about the deployment and the configuration and all this. WAR file deploy. Here we deploy WAR files, Java WAR files. Can we deploy .NET? No, we can't deploy. Say if you have WAR file, you can deploy. I have a WAR file here, guys. I have a WAR file here, it's in my computer. Let me deploy WAR files. Now, before the deployment, guys, so let's access these things. Let me go to TomCat directory structure, go to web application. Do we have any WAR files right now? We don't have any WAR files. Say, once you deploy WAR files, TomCat reads the WAR file and extract the WAR file. Now you see here, the WAR file is something like this. Java web app.war file. So it has Java coding, web logic and all, business logic, whatever thing, and some sort of CSS and HTML things are there, right? So you see here, guys, is there any WAR files right now? There's no WAR files. When I deploy these things, it will extract the particular WAR file. Now you see here, let me deploy the WAR file. Here, this is the place, guys. First you choose the file. When you click deploy, then only it's going to extract, right? Now you see here. This is a WAR file I am going to deploy. Let me deploy. If we deploy, we can see the WAR file here. Somewhere here. Applications, guys, you see here. Applications, you see here, right? So let me deploy here. So wait some time. So let's so let me refresh these things, this site, and see did I get any changes here? Still no, right? So guys, let me check. Let me deploy again. Okay, so guys, let me stop and start TomCat. Should work out. So wait some time. You see the wheel is still running. Say guys, now you see here guys. Java web app says deploy. Say we can stop, we can reload, we can undeploy, right? Something like this. Now you LSN see here. So we have deployed this WAR file. So it has extracted. TomCat reads this WAR file and extracted something like this. So guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, guys. Right now it's okay. Say something like this. Here you see two files are here. This one we deployed. TomCat has extracted this file and come like this. So let me access these things. So this one we have deployed this. We can run this application. Say right click. Let me run this one, guys. Even you also can access this, right? Say something like this. Now we can access these applications. So this one we deployed these things inside this. Right? So let's access and see, guys. Let me share the URL. So you also can access this. So if you want to modify the programming things, you contact a developer and modify. You can do small things, small programming thing, right? If you want to modify any major thing, just contact the programmer and modify the WAR file again. Then again you redeploy, right? That is the practice. Let's access and see guys whether you all can access these. Hope you all can access this. So if you want to modify small coding, you can modify it. That is not known as hard reset. Say, let me modify something. Let's say, let's access the particular folder and try to modify some. Say, let me access the Java web app. There, we have all the programming content. You can open this file. This is a WAV file, right? Say, let me access some HTML thing or some. Say views. So let me modify something. I say welcome to NetXpert or something. Just put some underscore underline something like this. Small modification we can do this. Say let's access and see it now. Just refresh. Say something like this. Right? So likewise we can deploy them. Okay. Now I see something, right? Let me show you something. So here guys, this one works guys. So we can manage the particular application, the WAR file for this tab, manager app, right? So let's see what is this one guys, host manager. Let me access host manager. So it's also complaining something like this. Say modify the context.xml file, right? Then only you can access the host manager. See the wording host how do we manage the TomCat host, right? Right. Now you see here, guys. Host manager. Context.xml file, just comment the particular line, right? 1 to 7 line. Now access efficiency, host manager. Just put the same password here, username and password. Yes, sign it. So we get something like this. Here you can see the server status and all. Right? Say what is the server is running. Say host. What is the host? This is your host. This is the IP address. Host IP address. This is the host private IP address. You see the OS details. Linux is running, right? Something like this. Here we have memory heap and all. Let's see what is memory heap and all. Now you see here, guys. Let's access this session and all. Just yeah. We can deploy the certificate as well. Now, guys, through this console, this app manager console, we can control this one. Now, say when I press stop, then we want to access this site. We want to access this site, guys. When I press stop. Now, see, guys, let me stop this one. Let's access the site and see. Let's say refresh this one. Now can't access, say 404 errors. Right? So let me start this one. Let me access. Now can access this. Right? We can control these things. So it's a host manager. Right? Here to manage the particular application. So you can go for multiple deployment, guys. Multiple WAR file you can deploy. Here I just put one WAR file. Likewise, you can deploy multiple WAR file, guys. Not one, many WAR files. One server deploy many WAR files. Now see, guys, let's see what is this one, guys. Deploy directory or WAR file located on server. So this means, guys, so if you go for these things, the create a context path and all, the WAR file should be in the server. Here, I just uploaded the WAR file, isn't it? Here I choose the file here. The file is in my computer, guys. See? This WAR file is my computer. I just upload, right? Just upload the WAR file and deploy. Here, the WAR file should be in the server. Should be in the server, guys. Now see, guys. Let me get the WAR file. Say, let me get the WAR file and copy to temp folder. Let me copy to temp folder. To see here. Now see, guys, the WAR file is in server, right? Or the temp folder and see. You see here, there's a WAR file is there. Now see this, the context path and all. Now see, guys. Say context path. Let me put DevOps message. Let me put DevOps say NetXperts or something. Just put the name like this. And the WAR directory path. Where is the WAR file? It's in your server. Let's put the WAR file location. Say pwd and see the temp folder. Temp folder, the WAR file is there. Right? Put like this. Slash temp folder. What is a WAR file name? This is the WAR file name. Clear, guys? The context path means you can configure any path, guys. The path will come here. Now I just put DevOps NetXperts. Say once to deploy, you get the path here, guys, under application, right? Say deploy and see, guys. Say now you see here guys. Here. You can run like this guys, right? Now you see here guys. Say ls. Anyway, if you access, it comes, right? The folder comes, right? So we can do the multiple deployment. So we can stop these things, start these things, right? We can do anything. Right? So here we can define the folder location. Right? Now you see guys, what is undeploy? So if you click undeploy, we may lose these things, guys. We may lose this folder and this one as well. It will delete both the WAV file and the folders undeploy. Right? Okay. So this is the TomCat deployment. Okay. So guys, any questions so far? What the TomCat deployment? Yes, there's a deployment. Yes. Is it required to have WAV file to all the time to run? Yes. Yes, we need the WAV files. Okay. Say once you deploy these things, guys. Say if you delete, it should work. Okay. Initially, we need the WAV file. Right. Say your question is all the time. All the time, no need WAV file, guys. Okay. So let me delete these things and see. Say so initially we need now she is running. Wait, there's another question. Okay. Let me delete this one. Give me a second. Now you see guys is running. So it's running, right? So let me delete RM. Now you see guys, there is no WAV file, right? But let me delete this as well, right? Say, then you won't get any confusion. Now you see, when I delete the WAV file, that also deleted. You see here, guys. So when I delete the WAV file, right? This file also deleted. You see here, guys. Wait. See, I am deleting the WAV file. So it will delete this also, guys. So we need the WAV file. You see these things. We need the WAV file to run these things all the time. Say you see here guys, when I delete these things, this file also deleted. Wait. See. Now there is no app file, guys. All got deleted. Okay. So let's access these things and see. Can't access. So the conclusion is we need the WAR file, right? You see here. Okay. Right. So we need the WAR file all the time. Huh? Right. So this is something about the TomCat, guys. Please go through these things, guys. This tutorial and try to configure these things, right? You see the steps here, right? And try to answer this question, guys, if you can. Right? And if you come across any issues, try to go through these things. These are some real-time issues are here. Right? You just go through these things, guys. So, guys, any questions so far? So, guys, we'll go for a short break. Now the time is nearly 7. We will start around 7:15, guys. Short break. Huh? So, guys, let's start. Let's start, guys. So, let me. Okay, let me undeploy these things. Now we have only this one. Huh? But there's a way to get the a session. So, guys, there's a question here. How do we get the access log? I mean, who access these things? There's a way to get the access log. Give me a second, guys. Let me check. There's a way to get the access logs and all. Uh, Guys, give me one second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Let's start. Okay. Now see, guys. So now we access these things. So can you all access this site, guys? Can you all access this site? Let me share these things, the link. So can you all access this site? There's a way to get the remote access lock. So access this site. Wait. Yes. Now see. Wait. Now see here sessions. Sessions. You see here 3 sessions here, guys. Now see. Let me open this one. Here I can see these things, guys. There are 3 sessions established. Right? So you see here the session status. Right? You say last access time. Yes. So we can get the sessions and all. See the logs and all, right? The logs details. So I get something like this. Right? See sessions. So I can get the logs. Right? No, it's not working right now. But if you access these things, then I can get the session as well. At what time the particular site has been accessed and all. Right? Say something else. There's another question. Yes, we do multiple deployment. Okay, okay. So let me configure one more deployment, guys. Say now you see here, just go to the particular so you copy these things to temp file. Yes. And you can configure these things. Say what you can do is just say so net or something, whatever. Then you configure the path. Let's say deploy. So now we're saying the fail deployment fail context path is fail. Say let me go for different name. Say you see here is there. Right? You can do the multiple deployment, something like this, right? So it's something about TomCat, guys. Now you see here. So let's see what is the heap and node, right? Memory heap and node, right? So this is something about the troubleshooting part. Sometimes if you get stuck with TomCat, then you configure the memory heap. Memory heap means when you on the particular server instantly memory allocated to particular application, right? Something like this. When you power on the servers, instantly memory allocated to particular application. Now you see here, if you are if you have 12 GB RAM, 8 GB instantly goes to the particular application. Say if you configure like this, instantly 8 GB allocated to particular applications, right? Say if you configure like this, 0.5 GB allocated to particular application, right? Something like this. So let's configure these things. So first of all, create a file under bin folder and export the particular line. That's all. So let me create a file, set env.sh, right? Say go to the so if you have any memory issue, set env guys. Say, let me configure like this, guys. Let me allocate it to 0.5 GB RAM, 5 GB RAM, right? Just save these things. So then you give the X permission, executable permission, chmod u plus X. Now you see here. Let me run this file, say sage. Oh, that's also fine, right? That's all, right? So if you have any RAM, say RAM issue, just allocate these things, right? That means when you are on the machine, 0.5 GB allocated to TomCat, right? So something like this. You can get the log from console.log files. So let me access the console.log file. Go to the logs folder. Let's see if there's any console.logs there. No, right now there is no console.logs. Right? So if the application stuck only, particular logs comes here, right? So we have other logs, right? So there's a log call, guys. You know, see here. There's a log known as Catalina.log. You see the date here, guys. This is the application log, guys. It's the application logs. So we have deployed the particular app. So we have deployed these apps. The particular logs belongs to application logs. Huh? Here you can get the application logs, guys. Now you see here, guys. How do we access logs, guys? Tail minus F and the right. See, you see the date here, guys. So today's log. Let's access this log. You see here. So we have deployed these things. We get some logs, something like this. Developers might ask these logs, right? So they need these logs, guys. Right? You see the date and all, guys. So you see the particular WAR file is running something like, right? Something like this, right? The application logs, huh? Right. So guys, this is the manual deployment, right? So guys, next one, we are going to automate these tasks, guys. Okay? Not today. Right? It's something like this, guys. Now see, here we manually deploy. Next class, we are going to automate these things. Automate means, now you see here, developer is somewhere here. He just upload the particular code. He just uploaded the particular code to GitHub. GitHub, guys. Normally he used to upload, guys, to GitHub. There's another server known as Jenkins, guys. It's a central hub. Jenkins, guys. We call it a central hub. He is the one communicate with other servers. So this guy get the code, the WAR file from GitHub automatically, guys. Right? See, once he get the WAR file, then he is going to deploy a TomCat server automatically, guys. Right? There's no human interaction. It's automate this process. Right? You see, fully, this one is fully automated. Jenkins. It's a central hub. This is the one is going to communicate with other servers. This is going to communicate with SonarQube. It's going to communicate with Sonar type Nexus. So once we get the code, once we pull the code, right? Once he pulls the code, he is going to check the particular code with, there's another server code, server called SonarQube. Send these things here and check the code, guys. If there's any issues in the coding, if there's any issues, then he informs or he mail to a developer, guys, something wrong. Again, developer is going to deploy. So it pull the code and is going to check with the SonarQube. If there's an issue with the code. The code is 80% code coverage only is going to deploy. Right? Once it's checked, it's going to save the code. Save the particular code with an access servers. There's another server known as an access. Here is going to save the code. Here we maintain the versioning and everything. Right. Meantime, is Jenkins deploy the particular deployment to TomCat automatically, guys. So these processes are automated, guys. Say check the code, save the code, deploy the code, right? Automate. So we have studied something about Git. We have studied TomCat. Next class, we are going to study Jenkins, guys. Very important server. Without Jenkins, no DevOps. Right? So it's a very important server. Right? So next class, I'm planning to start Jenkins, guys. Then we can automate the process. Right? All right. So guys, today we have completed these things, TomCat. Right? We will see how to install these things automatically. Right? So we use Terraform to automate the servers. Installation and all we can automate. One click, it will install the server. Right? All right. So guys, today we have completed TomCat. So guys, any questions? So far, any questions? So guys, if you don't have any questions, then we will wind up the session today, guys. Okay, then guys, goodbye and good night.